What's up, boys and girls and babes? It's Kate, your Salty Caps fan, here to give you the rundown of 3 games I did not watch live. There are 2 reasons for that. The first reason is that the Washington Nationals are up 2-1 in the World Series. The second reason is because it's the Western Canadian road trip and your girl likes to sleep. So the Washington Capitals played Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. I did not watch one single one of those games live, but I did watch 2 of them on replay. I watched the Calgary game, sort of. I watched the second and third periods of the Calgary game on recommendation from my Twitter feed, because apparently nothing happened in the first. Not one thing. No scoring at all. But the Washington Capitals win 5-3 over the Calgary Flames with goals from John Carlson twice, Alexander Ovechkin, Tom Wilson, and Chandler Stevenson. Huh, great. Then the Washington Capitals go off to Edmonton, Alberta to play the Edmonton Oilers, and I did not watch this game. To be honest with you, I don't really care for the Edmonton Oilers very much. So I saw no reason to watch a game that I knew was an overtime loss against a team that I don't care for. The Washington Capitals lose in overtime to the Edmonton Oilers 4-3 with goals from Jacob Vrana and Alex Ovechkin twice. And the last 3 goals were Draisaitl, McDavid, Draisaitl. He's just a cheat code. But even with Connor McDavid scoring in this game, John Carlson still led the league in scoring at the end of this video. My big money man. And then went off to Vancouver to play the Vancouver Canucks, who I do have a little soft spot for, Jay Beagle, and a collection of Canucklings that I really enjoy. So I did turn this game on first thing this morning before I checked Twitter. Evgeny Kuznetsov scores the first goal of the game, and I'm like, yes! And then, unfortunately, the Canucklings, they scored 5 whole goals. And if it had been 11:30 at night or midnight, and I had been watching this game and the Caps had gone down 5-1, I would have turned it off. But given that it was Saturday morning and I was just puttering around drinking coffee, I didn't. And I was rewarded with goals from Evgeny Kuznetsov again, Lars Tiger Eller with his 4th of the season, and 2 whole goals from Michael Kempny, our handsomest blue liner. We go to overtime, no scoring in the overtime, so it goes to the shootout, and my special boy, Ilya Samsonov, gumbies his way out of the shootout with assistance from TJ Oshie, always money in the shootout, and Nicholas Backstrom. And really the only way that I can think of to describe this little 3-game stretch of this 5-game road trip is a night out with the Woo Girls. I don't know if you're familiar with Woo Girls. I love Woo Girls. The Woo Girl aesthetic is very like, we're gonna have an amazing time. We're gonna look amazing. We're all gonna wear rhinestones. There's gonna be a pink cowboy hat. We're gonna validate the crap out of each other and just be awesome. And me not being a woo girl means that there are peaks and valleys to any of my nights out with my woo girl cousins and or friends. So the Calgary game is sort of the hotel bar. For one thing, I'm on time for everything ever. Woo girls are not on time ever. So I always end up sitting at the hotel bar and waiting. That's the first period against Calgary. And then the rest of the game is, everybody kind of trickles down from their hotel rooms. You're saying hi to everybody. You're catching up. You're having a great time. It's been a long time since you've seen these ladies. And you're just having really fun with a regulation road win, right? And then you go off to Edmonton, which Edmonton is like the first club. I hate the first club because you get to the first club and suddenly the group disperses slightly and you have no one to talk to. There are a couple of times where you have fun, like when Beyonce comes on and whatever, but it's really not the best. And that's an overtime loss to the Edmonton Oilers. And then your main contact with the Woo Girl group, your friend from work or your cousin or whatever, she comes up to you and she's like, listen, I know you're not having the most amazing time right now, but just bear with us. I'm gonna call for an Uber to the second bar, and the second bar is awesome. You're really gonna love the second bar, so just come with us. And if you're not having fun, you can go back to the hotel. And you're like, okay. And it turns out that the Vancouver Canucks bar is a karaoke bar. It takes a little while for me to get in the groove of karaoke. And, maybe the Vancouver Canucks score 5 goals and you have to have like 3 shots. But then suddenly Evgeny Kuznetsov gets back up on stage and like completely blows the place away with Delta Dawn, right? And you're like, yeah! And then Lars gets up there and does Eye of the Tiger. And then Michael Kempney gets on stage and absolutely kills Fancy by Reba McEntire. And then it's amazing. And TJ Oshie is here to do what he does best. Shoot out goals and drinking tequila through his shirt, and you're having the best time imaginable. And then you get a couple of days off before you play Toronto. The Washington Capitals are woo girls is what I'm saying here. What's that? No, Nicholas Backstrom is the queen of woo girls. That man, after they won the Stanley Cup, he went to the club with John Woo Girl Carlson and the Woo Girl children and sprayed everyone in the vicinity with a magnum of Veuve and a malicious smile on his face. He is the queen of woo girls. Give him a red cowboy hat with rhinestones on it. Right, so Toronto on Tuesday. I don't know what to think about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Their fans sure don't seem very happy, but they have a average or slightly above average record. Like, can you guys unclench a little? Is this just because you haven't won a cup in 50 years? Also, Mark Badcop is not particularly good at his job. Unclench. Have a party with the Woo Girls. That's on Tuesday. I'll see you then. This has been Kate, your Salty Caps fan.